Have you ever felt like your biggest dreams were just out of reach? Like there was some invisible wall stopping you from grabbing what you truly deserve? Or maybe, have you ever had a nagging feeling that something wasn't quite right in a place you trusted? A secret hidden in plain sight? Tell me in the comments below. Where are you watching from today? It's amazing to see how far our stories can travel. And hey, if you're ready to uncover a story that will tug at your heartstrings, a story about hidden truths and unexpected kindness, then go ahead and tap that like button right now. Trust me, this one's especially for you. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into something, building it from the ground up with your own two hands. That was Arthur, the proud owner of Art's Diner, a cozy little spot known for its home-style cooking and friendly atmosphere in the town of Oak Haven. But lately, a knot of worry had been tightening in Arthur's stomach. The diner, his dream, wasn't doing as well as it used to. He suspected something was off, but he couldn't quite put his finger on it. Was it the food, the service, or something else entirely lurking beneath the surface? Driven by a desire to understand and a fear of losing everything he had worked so hard for, Arthur came up with a plan, a risky one, but one he felt he had to take. He decided to go undercover. For one whole week, Arthur would trade his familiar apron for a busboy uniform, his friendly smile for a quiet demeanor. He wanted to see his diner through the eyes of his staff and his customers, hoping to uncover the truth behind the diner's recent slump. So, one Monday morning, a slightly nervous but determined Arthur walked into his own diner, looking completely different. He'd slicked back his usually messy hair, wore simple, worn-out clothes, and even adopted a slight slouch. He introduced himself as Andy, the new busboy, and his staff, bless their trusting hearts, welcomed him without a second glance. The first few days were an eye-opener. Arthur busied himself clearing tables, washing dishes, and running errands. He listened intently to the conversations around him, the casual remarks of the customers, and the hushed tones of his employees in the kitchen. He learned little things. Mrs. Gable loved extra pickles with her sandwich. Young Timmy always left his crusts, and the coffee machine definitely needed an upgrade. But the big secret, the reason for his worry, remained elusive. Then came Thursday. Arthur was in the dishwashing area, a steamy, noisy corner of the kitchen he usually avoided. The regular dishwasher, a young man named Finley, was there, his brow furrowed in concentration as he scrubbed away at the endless pile of plates. Finley was a quiet soul, always polite, but never one for much conversation. Arthur had always thought he was a bit shy. As Arthur stacked the clean plates, he noticed Finley kept glancing nervously toward a large, battered backpack tucked away in a corner. Curiosity gnawed at him. What could Finley be hiding? Was it something he shouldn't have? Arthur's mind raced, fueled by suspicion. Could Finley be stealing supplies? Or maybe something worse? The thought sent a shiver down his spine. Later that day, Arthur found an opportunity to be alone in the dishwashing area after Finley had stepped out briefly. His gaze immediately went to the backpack. Hesitantly, his hand reached for it, his heart pounding in his chest. He unzipped it slowly, his eyes widening at what he saw. It wasn't stolen goods or anything illicit. Instead, the backpack was filled with neatly arranged drawings, beautiful, intricate sketches of landscapes, portraits, and even some whimsical cartoons. They were the work of a truly gifted artist. Just then, Finley returned. His eyes widened in alarm as he saw Arthur holding his backpack, open. A look of fear washed over his face. "Please, sir." "Andy, don't look," he stammered, his voice filled with panic. Arthur, his suspicion instantly replaced by a wave of guilt, quickly zipped up the backpack. "Finley, these are amazing," he said softly, genuinely impressed. Finley's shoulders slumped in relief, but his eyes still held a hint of sadness. "They're just a hobby," he mumbled, turning away. But Arthur couldn't let it go. Over the next couple of days, he made an effort to talk to Finley, to learn more about his passion. He discovered that Finley dreamed of going to art school, but he couldn't afford it. He worked at the diner not because he loved washing dishes, but because he needed the money to help his family. The fear in Finley's eyes when Arthur had opened the backpack wasn't about being caught doing something wrong. It was a fear of his private world, his secret dream, being exposed and perhaps ridiculed. Arthur felt a pang of sympathy. He remembered his own struggles, the long hours and sacrifices he had made to build his dream. He saw a flicker of that same passion in Finley's eyes, a talent that deserved to be nurtured, not hidden away in a dusty backpack. On his last day undercover, Arthur gathered all his employees. He stood before them, no longer Andy the busboy, but Arthur, their boss. There was a moment of stunned silence, followed by a wave of surprised murmurs. Arthur smiled warmly. "Thank you all for welcoming Andy this week," he said. "I learned a lot, seeing things from a different perspective." He then turned to Finley. "Finley," he said, his voice filled with genuine admiration, "I saw your drawings. They are truly exceptional." Finley looked up, his face a mixture of surprise and apprehension. Arthur continued, "You have a gift, Finley, a real talent, and it shouldn't be hidden." He then announced that he was setting up a small scholarship fund for Finley to pursue his art studies. The other employees broke into applause, their faces beaming for their quiet colleague. Finley's eyes welled up with tears. "Sir, Arthur, I don't know what to say," he choked out, overwhelmed with emotion. Arthur placed a hand on Finley's shoulder. "Say yes, Finley. Say yes to your dream." The atmosphere in the diner that day was filled with a warmth that had been missing for a long time. Arthur had gone undercover looking for a problem, a reason for his diner struggles. What he found instead was a hidden talent, a young man with a burning desire, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are found in the most unexpected places. The diner's business slowly started to pick up again, not because of any drastic changes Arthur made to the menu or the service, but because of the renewed sense of community and kindness that permeated the atmosphere. The customers could feel it, the genuine care and support the employees had for each other. And Finley? He accepted the scholarship and, with Arthur's encouragement, started attending art classes in the evenings. He continued to work at the diner part-time, his spirit lifted, his creativity blossoming. His drawings even started to adorn the diner walls, adding a touch of beauty and personality that the customers loved. Sometimes the things we fear the most, hidden secrets, unexpected truths, can lead to the most beautiful outcomes. It reminds us that everyone has dreams, and a little bit of kindness and belief can make all the difference in helping those dreams take flight. What hidden talents do you think the people around you might be keeping secret? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, a little encouragement can go a long way. If this story touched your heart, please give a like and share it with someone who might need a little reminder of the power of kindness.